All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. First Alert Meteorologist Eric Burke. Welcome into this edition of Weather Extra. Beautiful day. It was another very cold start to the day, though. Temperatures dropped to about 30 degrees in DeKalb County. I know a couple Middle Tennessee communities also coming in the low 30s. And yesterday, not even the coldest mornings of the week. It's actually Friday morning where some of you might be waking up in the upper 20s to low 30s. But despite that cool start that we had this morning, we are well on our way to a beautiful day here in March, one of the last days of winter 2024-2025. We've got spring starting on Thursday, the vernal equinox at 4:01 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So let's get right to it. It's a great day. I don't have a ton to talk about. I've got to cover a chance for storms coming in tomorrow evening, and we'll get to that in a second. But let's go out to the shoals. Speaking of rainfall, a lot of rain over the weekend, about 4 to 6 inches of rain, along with that severe weather we had. Kept saying that flooding was going to be one of the biggest concerns with this system coming in. And if you look at your camera there in the shoals, Wilson Dam letting out a tremendous amount of water. Usually they don't have that many of the gates open, but yeah, they've got a lot of water to deal with out there, and the flooding reports coming in. Weather Service did a survey yesterday, 2 of them actually. They were down in Coleman County with that Sipsey tornado. That moved into Coleman County, but turns out the tornado lifted, and they just found straight line wind damage out there in Coleman County. But those straight line winds can be just as impactful as a low-end tornado. We always try and reiterate that fact. And then also out in the Lexington area, they did have EF1 tornado. I think it was only on the ground for about 4 minutes, but max winds, I think, around 90 miles per hour, if I'm not mistaken with that. So let's check some temperatures like we always do. Just give you the current conditions, run down across the area. 61 already in Fayetteville, 60 Meridianville, 54 Scottsboro, 56 in Fort Payne, Albertville, Marshall County. Good morning to you. 59, 60 from Moulton to Decatur, 61 in Coleman, 60 Russellville, and 62 in the Shoals. And if you want to show you how much faster we're warming up compared to yesterday, check out this graphic. That really tells the story. Anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees warmer than the same time on Monday. And St. Patrick's Day Monday turned out to be a nice day overall. We've got some wind to deal with, and the wind is going to be the story, not just today, but looking at even stronger wind gusts as we go through the day on Wednesday. Wind right now, big difference in the direction of the wind. Yesterday was kind of that cooling, chilling wind from the northwest. Well, today we've got that warm air coming up from the south. Wind right now about 5 to 10 miles per hour, 13 miles per hour there, Fayetteville. It's at the airport there in Lincoln County. And we've seen some gusts too, but the forecast for wind is just going to continue to pick up here. Not as we go through the afternoon and evening. Usually the winds start to die down after sunset, but no, the breeze actually stays with us overnight. And what that's going to do is keep our temperatures a lot warmer. It also eliminates the concern of any fog developing. Temperatures tomorrow morning, probably upper 40s to low 50s, so a lighter jacket or just a sweatshirt and you're on your way. The rest of the day today really does look to be fantastic. We'll have temperatures continuing to warm here, likely topping out in the low to mid 70s. Really a nice day. Our average high temperature is 66 and our average low is 43. When you look at the high temperature trend, you're going to see the big drop off, and that all comes behind a cold front. That cold front coming through tomorrow evening. And anytime we get a cold front here in March, that means we get rain and usually some storms. Some of those storms tomorrow evening could be on the stronger side. Overall threat for severe storms is low. I was just working on a graphic here. Find it for you. Didn't complete it. It will be completed for Tennessee Valley Living and noon, but just kind of a general threat for a few isolated stronger storms coming in. This is for tomorrow evening as that cold front makes its way across North Alabama, Middle Tennessee. The greater severe weather threat will actually be to our north and northwest, up into parts of northern and central Illinois. We have a chance of just seeing some strong storms, maybe marginally severe. You get some wind gusts, maybe right around 60 miles per hour, or maybe some hail potential too. And if you look at the severe weather threats for tomorrow evening, we're not talking about tornadoes. These storms likely won't be rotating or anything like that, but we've got some wind gusts about 30, maybe 40 miles per hour. A couple isolated storms could be a little stronger than that. Heavy rainfall, but it's not long duration rain. These storms will be moving through the area with the cold front. So rainfall totals are looking to be about 1/10 to maybe 1/3 of an inch. Some places could see maybe upwards of 1/2 inch of rain. Potential for pea to dime size hail, and these storms will be electric, not necessarily what we saw on Saturday with the widespread severe weather, but these storms will be producing some cloud to ground lightning. So as we go through your hour by hour forecast, today, abundant sunshine. Temperatures continue to warm here into the upper 60s to maybe even mid 70s, depends on where you're at. Mentioned that south wind staying with us as we go through the overnight hours, so that keeps our temperatures warm. Plus we have the cloud cover overhead kind of acting like a blanket. When you have the clear skies like this morning and yesterday morning, that's when your temperatures really fall quickly because of radiational cooling. When you have the cloud cover overhead, even just partly cloudy skies, that prevents all of that energy from escaping into space. It kind of traps it in, keeps us a little bit warmer. So a nice start to the day. Winds will continue to pick up here, and then we'll see some increase in clouds as we go through late morning into the afternoon. Through the early afternoon, potentially looking at some isolated showers, maybe a rogue storm, but it's really as that cold front starts to approach later tomorrow evening that we see a bit more activity showing up here on future radar. This is what the model is thinking the radar is going to look like come tomorrow evening. And these little storms that you see popping up, they're not widespread. It's not a straight line of storms here, what we call a squall line or a QLCS. It's not going to be like that. It would be more scattered in nature, just kind of hit and miss. So there's actually no guarantee that you see rainfall in your location tomorrow or any of the stronger winds around 30 miles per hour, some of that hail. It'll be more hit and miss. If this was a straight line of storms, we'd be talking about probably severe threat and damaging wind potential, but really not the case with this setup. We don't have nearly the same amount of energy as we did on Saturday as we're tracking the more widespread severe weather threat. So here's 10 o'clock. Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis will be tracking these for you tomorrow evening, and then they quickly just kind of push off to the east. So by the time you wake up on Thursday morning, the majority of the rain is off to the east. Might see some pockets of drizzle or light rainfall potentially, but our morning temperatures will also be colder. We'll be waking up Thursday morning in the upper 30s to low 40s. And with the cloud cover just kind of lingering through the day, maybe some periods of drizzle, and this will be cold drizzle too. Kind of a miserable day here for the first day of spring. Mentioned it starts at 4:01 on Thursday morning. We have mostly cloudy to overcast skies through a good portion of the day with potential for some of these cold wraparound rain showers or mist and drizzle, however you want to phrase it. No matter how you look at it or phrase it, it's just not going to be a very nice first day of spring, to put that bluntly. And then as we go into the morning hours on Friday, look where our temperatures fall. I think some of you might actually fall even into the upper 20s waking up, and that's why we always tell you hold off on that garden just a little bit. And then not a bad end to the week. On Friday, we'll see some clouds coming in later. Temperatures warm up into the 50s and 60s. As far as that storm timeline, again, just more of a general look for you here. Should be dry through about 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Again, tomorrow afternoon, there's a chance of seeing that rogue shower or storm. But for the most part, this activity is going to be as that cold front starts to push through late tomorrow evening up until about midnight, 1 a.m. Rainfall not at all looking too impressive with this. Probably this model is backed off even more so. Now we're looking at 1/10 to maybe 1/4 inch of rain. I think some of you could be closer to 1/2 inch. But that's basically what we're looking at with that cold front coming in. We're going to skip forward all the way to the weekend because, well, weekends are important. And I feel like we kind of got deprived of a weekend, especially with that severe threat on Saturday, Sunday of last weekend. That wasn't too bad, but the weekend is looking warmer. 71 sunny skies there for your Saturday, dropping down to 44 there Sunday morning. Sunday, increasing clouds through the day. Warm though, high of 75, looking a bit breezy. And then we actually have another front coming in. That will be Sunday evening, overnight into Monday. That one doesn't look like it's bringing a severe weather threat at this moment. Of course, if anything changes, we'll let you know on air, online, and on your 48 weather app, and of course during Weather Extra too. Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis, he'll be doing his at 9:30 this evening. When you look at your 10-day forecast, 73 today, beautiful day, 76 but breezy tomorrow. Winds tomorrow probably gusting over 30 miles per hour. Big temperature drop behind the rain and storms coming in Wednesday evening. If you're just joining us, again, a few storms tomorrow night could produce some 30+ mile per hour winds, pea to dime sized hail, frequent lightning, and heavy rainfall. Much cooler day coming in for Thursday. Finally get some Havoc hockey back at the VBC Probst Arena there. They've been on the road for, I think, the past 2 weekends, but home games Friday night and Saturday. Nice day on Sunday before the storms pop up Sunday evening, and then just a stretch of seasonal mid to upper 60s. I did mention the wind tomorrow. Here's the forecast for wind gusts tomorrow. Notice those winds maybe in excess of 30 miles per hour. So kind of just a short and sweet weather extra for you on this Tuesday morning. I'll be on Tennessee Valley Living with Peyton Walker, and I'll be on the new newscast as well today with Gina Benitez. So get outside, get some fresh air, enjoy the beautiful day. Storms coming tomorrow evening. Hope you have a great Tuesday, everyone, and we'll see you at 11 for Tennessee Valley Living.